And sorry, folks, we went out of order a little bit there, but those are two items that we talked about at length that we just wanted to get out of the way and get out of the agenda. So,
One question, just
Mr. Harvey, yes.
If we would decide to pass on that courtesy to the school board to not charge those fees, would we do it at the time they reapply, or should we make a motion now?
Yes.
I think you should do it when they reapply.
Okay.
We'll tackle that whenever they reapply.
All right. I'm good.
Very good. So now I'll open the floor up for public comment on proposed agenda items only. Proposed agenda items only for residents. We're going to ask to have a 5-minute time limit, please. So if you could just sign in, state your name for the record.
Sure. Lois Drumheller, Monroeville.
Oh, good point.
And this is in recognition of the decision to remove the proposed ordinance regulating and establishing standards and criteria for oil and gas development in the S1. That's how that ordinance read. We at Sustainable Monroeville mean to continue to guide you, and I'm glad that there was discussion on that continued dialogue with the intergovernmental organizations, just as you were discussing what will inevitably come up with that. We, at the last time that we were up here, asked that we could meet with you to do, in the same light, what were our recommendations in the document that we submitted to Mr. Little, and keep that dialogue going. We mean to keep it going, and we mean to guide you, and by way of the Planning Commission, in fact, to keep it in the current M2. And with that, has the document finally been distributed as intended to the Planning Commission?
Paul, do we distribute that to them yet? Or at the next meeting? We're waiting for the next meeting.
It was distributed after the last Planning Commission
Okay.
meeting.
Okay.
They have it in their hands.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And by way of the homework that we did, Sustainable Monroeville was trying to guide, and we also made that available to the public. It cost us nothing to do that, and it enables people, who wanted to know about this, including the press, to be informed. Now, I understand there's concern on this council about the public's right to know, and which is sad to hear, because if I request a public record from companies applying for, let's say, Act 14 DEP permits, or air quality permit applications, or land disturbances for development on properties over 5,000 square feet, as I did in 2017, I should expect the municipality to agree with the state, which did agree on appeal, that these indeed are public records. And of course, I feel that they should be electronic, and so do members of Sustainable Monroeville. I shouldn't be told to make an appointment with the Building and Engineering Department and then spend hours after my workday at 5 p.m. to examine copies, and then, of course, pay something like 20 cents per page for whatever I might take with me. Council could do its homework on the right to know, and to understand the PA assembly. This was done in February.
This isn't on the agenda, actually.
And it is costs and implementation to the right to know.
Mrs.
That
Drumheller, if you
report,
could, this is for public comment on
this is
proposed
true, and this is having to
agenda
do with that
items.
report. Right to know requests are
not on here.
it's wasting
It's not on
time
here.
when
It's
it
not on
has
our
to go to an
agenda.
Not on
appeal.
here.
And it will become an agenda item, I understand, and if it
So
does,
if it does
we
come on
can
the agenda,
continue
you
that
will have time to
conversation
speak about
then.
that.
Right.
But
But
at
I
this
think-
point, it's not on the agenda.
but
So
I
if you'd
think
stick-
that
keep your
that-
comments to the agenda, please.
That is the agenda. The agenda had to do with being clear to what the public should know on, and sharing from the public to council what guidance that we should have with something that, this is all the more reason for public hearings on the comprehensive zoning ordinance that was held back in the year 2015. You would have a lot of public input, including this document, to help, and I hope that that is the way that we can go. Thank you.
Thanks.